Bullish Axie endlessness, Axie's cost forecasts range somewhere in the range of $35.06 and $66.23 by 2030. Market investigators accept Axie could reach $27.27 by 2025. Bearish Axie limitlessness market cost expectation for 2023 is $6.23. Axie limitlessness, Axie's presentation. Axie endlessness is a computerized pet local area that consolidates the best of blockchain innovation with customary gaming. The outcome is a tomfoolery and habit-forming game that permits clients to procure true rewards. The idea of virtual pets isn't new. Be that as it may, what makes Axie limitlessness novel is its utilization of blockchain innovation. This permits players to possess their in-game resources as collectible tokens called Axies. These Axies can be exchanged, reared, or utilized fighting against different players. What is Axie limitlessness, Axies? Axie vastness is a computerized pet game that permits clients to raise, train, and battle their Axies animal-like pets that can be gathered from parts. The game elements a broad thing shop where players can utilize the in-game cash, Axies, to buy new parts for their Axies, as well as beauty care products and things to assist with interactivity. There is likewise a landmarks mode where players can set their Axies in opposition to one another, thus based battle. The game was sent off in mid-2018 by Neurotransmitter Games and has since seen a consistent expansion in ubiquity. In November 2018, the game presented a significant update called Beginning, which added another world guide, mission framework, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. From that point forward, the game has kept on including new happy and highlights a normal premise. In the event that you're searching for a tomfoolery and irresistible pet recreation game with a lot of profundity and replay esteem, make certain to look at Axie vastness. There are in excess of 500 unmistakable body parts accessible for these Axies, including oceanic, creature, bird, bug, plant, and reptile parts. Axies can have any blend of body parts, making them truly variable and regularly extraordinary and special. Parts from each kind class have 4 separate unique case scales: normal, uncommon, very interesting, and unbelievable. Axie endlessness is presently worth $7.79 United States dollars. Axie has moved 3.05% as of now with an exchanging volume of $148,755,639. Axie endlessness is presently positioned 663 among all digital forms of money, with a market capitalization of $962,359,077 United States dollars. Using the general strength record, RSI, moving weighted normal, MWA, Williams fractal, and moving normal union disparity, MACD, from the graph above, we can decide cost designs for Axie endlessness, Axies, to conclude whether having a bullish or negative year is going. Our cost expectation gauges utilize constant Axie boundlessness, Axies, market information, and all information is refreshed live on our site. This permits us to give dynamic cost expectations in view of current market movement. Axie vastness, Axies, value expectation 2023. Axie boundlessness, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astonishing cryptographic forms of money to rise this year, Axies. The Axies cost gauge for 2023 expects a critical expansion in the year's final part, perhaps coming to $11.67. Similarly as with other digital forms of money, the ascent will be slow, yet no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $10.89 in cost is very aggressive, however it is practical soon given expected coordinated efforts and headways. Axies is supposed to have a base worth of $9.34. Axie vastness, Axies, value expectation 2024 out of 2024, Axie boundlessness. Axies cost expectation has a lot of space for development. Because of the possible declarations of various new organizations and drives, we guess that the cost of Axies will before long outperform $19.46. Be that as it may, we ought to hold on to check whether the Axies overall strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, Axies will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $15.56 and a typical exchanging cost of $17.12. Axie boundlessness, Axies, value forecast 2025. Assuming that the vertical pattern go on until 2025, it could reach $27.24 and Axies might benefit. In the event that the market encounters a decay, the objective may not be met. Axies is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of $24.90 and a low of $23.35 in 2025. Axie endlessness, Axie's value expectation 2026. In the event that Axie vastness effectively helps market opinion among digital currency devotees, the Axie's coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, Axie's will be green in 2026. The Axie's is supposed to reach and outperform its record-breaking high in 2026. In 2026, the virtual money will be valued at $35.02, with a base cost of $31.13 and a typical cost of $32.68. Axie limitlessness, Axie's value expectation 2027. After some broad gauging and specialized investigation, we gauge the Axie's cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of $40.47 by 2027, with a base cost of $38.91 anticipated before the year's end. Moreover, Axie's has a greatest value worth of $42.80. Axie limitlessness, Axie's value forecast 2028. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2028, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around $48.25. On the off chance that Axie's figures out how to break the safe level in 2028, we could see a greatest cost of $50.58. Neglecting to accumulate the help Axie's needs by 2028 could bring about a low of $46.69. Axie endlessness, Axie's value forecast 2029. While Axie's is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to rush connection, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been set at $54.47 and a yearly cost close above $58.37 in 2029. Axie endlessness, Axie's value expectation 2030. By 2030, Axie vastness will at last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost levels. The base cost could be $62.26 and possibly arrive at a most extreme value worth of $66.15, averaging out at $63.81. So what does the future hold for Axie boundlessness? The reality of the situation will surface eventually, yet on the off chance that the past is any pointer, we can anticipate incredible things from this promising venture. Make certain to watch out for Axie's as it proceeds with its rising to becoming one of the top digital currencies on the planet. What is the Axie limitlessness Axie's cost today? Today, Axie vastness Axie's is exchanging at $7.78 with a complete market capitalization of $962,359,077. Is Axie limitlessness a wise speculation? Axie limitlessness ended up being one of the most discussed coins in the crypto space this previous year. In view of this, it is savvy to say that Axie's is a decent decision of venture. How high could Axie bound